This, in fact, is our new American moment. There has never been a better time to start living the American dream. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in America, then you can dream anything. You can be anything. And together, we can achieve absolutely anything.
An optimistic message from the president tonight. In his first State of the Union address, President Trump spoke of unity, one team, one American family.
Well, he also spoke of the war on drugs, building a wall. The speech echoes his address to Congress last year, just weeks after becoming president. Our senior political reporter, Jason Whiteley, joins us. He's got analysis and reaction. Jason?
Well, John and Cynthia, right now, Republicans and Democrats both alike are lining up in the rotunda of the Capitol to share their positions with reporters. Some, though, already taken to Twitter tonight. Congressman Michael McCaul echoing what the president said, perhaps the most famous line tonight, talking about Americans being dreamers, also offering support to President Trump. On the right here, Congressman Mark Vesey from Tarrant County, critical of the president's tax reform, calling it, quote, a tax scam, and saying that Democrats want to invest in Americans, not just CEOs. There is a lot that the president talked about in an hour and almost 21 minutes tonight. Take a look at some other topics.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and the distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
President Trump had a different tone tonight, softer, more unifying.
I call upon all of us to set aside our differences.
The president bragged about the economy, jobs, and the tax cut.
The great news for Americans, 401k, retirement pension, and college savings accounts have gone through the roof. And just as I promised the American people from this podium 11 months ago, we enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history.
Within a half hour, though, Trump returned to campaign promises. He praised coal, talked about rebuilding infrastructure and expanding education, but left out specifics.
We have eliminated more regulations in our first year than any administration in the history of our country.
Perhaps the most emotional night, a father wiped away tears as the president recounted how the man's daughter was murdered by MS-13 gang members. The president outlined his compromise on immigration, a path to citizenship for 1.8 million undocumented immigrants brought here as children. In exchange, though, he said, for extending the border wall he wanted.
For over 30 years, Washington has tried and failed to solve this problem. This Congress can be the one that finally makes it happen.
Democrats sat silent most of the night, some wearing black in protest, rarely rising, as President Trump spent more than an hour and 20 minutes shifting between partisan positions and stories of hope and heroism.
And at this hour, like a lot of reporters, PolitiFact is actually going through the president's hour and 20-minute long speech, trying to find out what is true, what is false. It is doing that right now as we speak on Twitter and on Facebook. You know, the president has addressed a joint session of Congress before. He did that last year, but this is his first State of the Union speech to both chambers as well, too. Interesting side note, the designated survivor tonight was Sonny Perdue. He's the Secretary of Agriculture who was held at a different location, undisclosed location, while the rest of the cabinet was inside the House chambers, just in case something happened at the Capitol tonight. Reporting live, Jason Whiteley, Channel 8 News.
All right, Jason, thanks a lot.